I've probably touched on this before, but as we get older, why should we even be bothered about this skeletal muscle mass, the muscle that we keep? Well, there are probably three reasons, but let's just talk about some of the stats behind this first. In our 20s and 30s is typically when we see that we peak in terms of our ability to stack on, get jacked, do whatever, stay shredded, blah, blah, blah. But after 30, we lose about 8% of this muscle mass just through natural aging every decade that we get a bit older. Now, that doesn't sound like too much, 8 to 10%, no big deal. But if you're sedentary, mate, that ain't going to help you. Fast forward when we get into our 40s and 50s and 60s, that escalates to 12%. Now, these numbers don't sound like much, but they matter a shitload of a deal later on when we get older. So, skeletal muscle plays a pivotal role for us, health and fitness wise, bar none, right? There's some other stuff about muscle storage and stuff like that there, and energy storage and better brain capacity, but none of that. So here are three reasons. One is the metabolic boost. Number two, injury prevention. Slip, trip, don't break a damn hip. And number three, just basic healthier aging. So let's just break these down and give you a point or two for each one. I'm going to read my notes. Regular resistance training can increase muscle mass, leading to a higher resting metabolic rate. That's the metabolism boost. Individuals with more mass tend to have a higher base metabolic rate. Therefore, that aids in them in the process of weight management. So later on, when you want to go to lose the middle-age spread. Muscle mass prevention during weight loss also therefore helps a decline in their metabolic rate. Too often do we see people go down this path of saying, I want to lose weight, it's the number on the scale. I want to cut my calories because they hear the message, it's a calorie deficit. Fuck that. You're already not eating enough. If you are eating under 1,500 calories, then you are eating less than a very sedentary pre-teen pubescent female needs just to keep her body functioning. So if you're down that path, you are fucked. End of story. Injury prevention. The slip, the trip, don't break the damn hip. Why? Because there's a big percentage, like we're talking in the 50-60% mark, that when you get a bit older, if you do have significant injuries like that and hip replacements, people's life expectancy after that, it tanks. How many times do you know, family, friend, whatever story around you, where someone has fallen in their older age, they've gone into hospital, and it's not long after that unfortunately they've passed away? I know that to be true for me, two grandparents on both sides. Maintaining the lean muscle mass also helps us reduce the injury. We talked about that during any physical activity. That could be simply getting up and getting down out of the damn chair. Strong muscles provide strength and support to the joints. Therefore, the likely of reducing sprains and strains. Although something like put your hand down the wrong way, that type of stuff. Improved muscle strength and stability enhances your balance and your coordination. Therefore, likelihood of you hitting falls is less likely. Number three on that one, muscle prevention supports the overall, let's call it functional mobility. Fancy term that. Basically, it enables you to just get on and just live a pretty decent lifestyle. Look around. I walk past a nursing home every day, twice a day with my dogs. And I see people out there with the walkers and frames, and some of them come over and say, they talk about the dogs and da-da-da-da, and I get to talk about, how old are you? And they're in their 50s. Then they ask me, how old am I? And I tell them, I'm also in my 50s. I'm in the latter half of my 50s, closer to my 60s, and it shocks the shit out of them. Now, I'm nothing special. It's just that I worked this shit out a while ago. Finally, healthier aging. Skeletal muscle mass is the thing that helps us prevent this essential healthy aging and independence. And we're all about just living a longer, stronger life. I've also used that phrase before, live longer, live stronger. Having sufficient muscle mass reduces the risk of sarcopenia. That's the fancy term that they give when we muscle wastes away. It's a condition that's characterized by age-related stuff. So again, it's why in my 50s, nearly 55 next month, I still fucking well lift heavy. Now, you don't have to lift heavy. That's just I've got a goal somewhere else. But my body's ability to still do that and maintain it means that whenever I have tripped over chasing the fucking dogs, I haven't had the call US 911, Australia 000, UK 111, whatever the numbers are, to just pick myself up off the damn floor. Muscle strength, function, all of that supports our daily living. That's pretty straightforward. The ability to get up, the quality of life, that type of stuff, go to the shops, do the groceries, up and down the stairs, you name it. Finally, regular resistance training, and I mean regular, I mean consistent, not 1, 2, skip a fucking few. I mean a little bit every single damn day. Not this 3 times a week bullshit. If you are like me and you're an older person, you have to be doing something every day. The jacked young ones that tell you it's 3 strength workouts a week and maintain your muscle mass because it's only 7% of effort, that's nice. Wait till they fucking will get older. And then they realize that yes, you should be doing something every day. Not only, the only muscle is not the one that's around the bones, it's the muscle up and down the head. It's coordination, it's making you fucking present. It's the ability to think, act, do, be there, know what's going on, not fucking blasé walking off. Shit, Alzheimer's, when that comes, that's going to be fucking fun, isn't it? We preserve the muscle. We maintain what we've got and we try to build more. So therefore, what's the story? Pretty simple. Maintaining skeletal muscle mass offers us a stack of benefits. Boosted metabolism, injury prevention, healthier aging. We get to incorporate some resistance training in there. That can be bands, dumbbells, could even be body weight, but some resistance, something you fight against. It's the adaptation to the stress, as they say. Get it into your routine, preserve it, promote well-being. I don't know how much fucking simpler it can be.